thanks for watching the Drawing for Adults program brought to you by the Ann Arbor District Library and the Ann Arbor Art Center. Today, all you're going to need is a pencil and a sheet of paper for some sketching. We are going to be drawing feet today. So I am going to show you here a couple different images that are of some just little tips and tricks of how to go about drawing the foot. So here you can see how we're breaking down the foot into basic shapes, so kind of some trapezoid meets triangular, rectangular kind of shapes. But I always think it's helpful when drawing really anything if you're able to break it down into some basic shapes, because something that's really complex like a foot, it can be so much more manageable, maybe is the right word, when you're looking for basic shapes, whether that's a triangle, a circle like this, or some kind of even something that's kind of a wonky combination of a trapezoid and a triangle or something like that. But it helps you to be able to identify some known shapes when you're creating something that feels a little bit scary. And feet and hands are one of those things that people typically do try to avoid drawing. So it's really good to kind of get ahead of that. So hopefully some of those images are helpful if you want to do some studies. Of those, I would definitely take some time to just practice drawing that. And you can just go back and pause this video at any point during any of these little sketches that you're seeing here and just practice drawing them on your own. This one is really great because you're seeing different viewpoints of the foot, while the others were a little bit more focused on just basic shapes, but here you can really see kind of that evolution of going from a basic shape to a little bit more of a complex drawing. The other thing I wanted to let you know about is this really great website called Line of Action. And so you can fill this out, and it is there just for photo references. So you can see here, you can put it on class mode. So if you were like, I want to draw for an hour, it will give you these all sorts of different photo references. I know it's a little odd, but they're really great for just some photo references of various shaped and sized feet, male versus female feet, whatever. And then you can, I don't think it's really showing up here actually, but in the corner it will say, if you press play, you can see that the little buttons there at the bottom, it will do a countdown. And so it might give you 30 seconds for a quick gesture drawing, and then it will go on to the next image. You can pause it, of course, so if you get really into it and you want to add more detail, you can do that, but it's just nice to know that this is available to you online. It's lineofaction.com. The website I think was there initially there. But here's just some little sketches that I use that Line of Action website to help me have some good photo references. Of course, you probably have feet right there at your fingertips doesn't sound right to say, maybe at your toes. But anyway, that you can look at your own feet, of course, and which is really helpful, because one thing that's hard about feet is the foreshortening element. So that idea that, you know, if a foot is coming forward and coming towards you, that an angle, any of those types of things will make it a little bit more problematic sometimes when drawing feet, because it's not just drawing it from the side, right? Like this one that's kind of lower here, the feet, the toes especially, would be a little bit foreshortened likely. So this one though, this is just a quick gesture drawing, is what I would want you to focus on today, is just really practicing it before trying to get too detailed. So you can look at maybe starting with looking at one of those reference photos from lineofaction.com, and you can simply do those shapes, look for shapes, and start with that. Look for shapes that you see. Where are those little triangles? Where is that rectangle? Where's the ball of the foot and that heel? That type of thing, and try to recognize where those things are, okay? And so you'll see I'm going to kind of do them larger, and then I'm going to shrink them so that they're still there on this page, but so this photo reference I was using, I should have included it probably, but Anyway, it's on that website and it was a very interesting angle. So I really struggled with this one quite a bit of getting these angles of this leg correct so you can see how I'm really working through that. I didn't want to erase this and just shorten it. I want you to see my struggle. And those toes look so strange, I know, but it was just a very odd angle. So maybe you all will come across that photo and you can feel my pain here. But anyway, so you can see how I'm just really working on sketching out the angle of the leg as well, and that helps me make sense of that foot as I'm drawing. It's also very foreshortened, so that foot looks really kind of short and stumpy, but part of it is just because it's foreshortened, it's coming forward. And even still looking at it now, I'm thinking, I might have even still made it a little bit too long. So like I said though, regardless, focus mostly on those shapes first. Really build those shapes, look at the basic shape of that foot or the toes or whatever, and then you can work on building it out from there. So spend plenty of time doing those sketches. Go to that line of action website, just do a Google search, line of action photo references, and it should come right up, and you'll feel a lot more confident about drawing feet. Practice is really key with this, and just trying out a lot of different angles. So I hope you enjoyed today's video and find it really helpful for learning how to draw feet.